Oh!
Hey!
Oh my goodness, here we go. This is Anya's first live.
Should we be joining? I feel like you should start one and then I should request to join it and then we'll be together.
Here. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, someone's watching. Hi.
We can end it. We can end it.
Oh, Angie. Hey, boo boo. Oh, Kelly. Oh.
See, this is fun.
This is fine.
This is fun.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, people are actually coming. Hey, guys. Do I hit the wave button and it'll wave at you?
Oh my gosh.
This is thrilling. Oh, Kelly. Hi. Sorry. I'm overstimulated.
This is Anya's first live video.
Calm down.
Thank you to everyone joining us.
Hey.
This is very exciting.
Oh, Angie, hi.
So we're going to be talking about...
Oh, my mother-in-law.
Oh my gosh.
Sherry, hi. I love you. I'm calm. I'm fine.
Anja. Focus. Hi, Clue. You're getting Clue super, super stoked.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's down here, but you can't see him. Here's his ear.
He's going to calm down in a second.
Yeah, he will. He gets really excited every time I talk on the phone, too. He's like, oh my gosh, I feel like there are friends here.
So grab a cup of coffee. We're going to review our Maker Life once things get a little bit more focused here. And we have just a couple really, really good questions from some people we put up. We put up
Kelly.
In the questions.
Anya's just having a moment. That could describe my life really well.
Anya's just having a moment. You're living your best life.
Yes.
It's fine. I'm thriving.
Thriving, yes.
So yesterday I put up in the stories, if you have any questions about what our Maker Life was, if you have any questions specifically about it, if you weren't able to attend. And there were a few really, really good questions. And but if you have any, just throw them up in the questions here.
Yes.
We would love to answer them. So we'll try to keep up with all the comments and everyone joining.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who's tuning in. This is fun.
Yeah.
This is like the tail end of our trip to our Maker Life.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Really, I feel like have blown all of my expectations out of the water.
Absolutely.
Except that I'm kind of sad that it's coming to an end. It's like Christmas being over, you know.
Yeah, I kept the night after, or I guess it was the night when it was done. So that was Saturday night. I just kept thinking about like, oh my gosh, how am I going to even begin to write about this for social media?
Yeah.
And like share my experience with it. And honestly, the best way I can describe it is the first day of school.
Yeah.
Back after summer, you're just like, I am so excited to see my friends. And so and people that we haven't met, but it felt like I knew you.
Yeah.
You know, there was like specifically like Destiny from
Nifty Knittings.
Nifty Knittings, Ashley from Folk and Fiber. Those two. It was just and then Christy from like Christy Boda Designs and Lisa from Hickory Lane Handmade. Those four specifically for me were like, oh my gosh, I've known you for years and I'm so glad I finally get to meet you. Yeah, it was
wonderful.
It was lovely.
And we shared an Airbnb with, I think there were 11 of us total. All people that we had were friends with online but hadn't actually met before, and you could like never. Yes, that is Clue back there. We never met before, and so I don't know, it's kind of a big thing to go from being like Instagram friends to being like, oh, like we're sharing a bathroom.
Right.
So
it could have been terrible.
It could have been rough, but it was wonderful. We really lucked out so hard on like the house was wonderful, and actually it really was a nice house. It was like
it was swanky,
3 stories, and so the rooms were all really spread out. So everybody felt like I felt like I had enough space.
Yeah.
There were 4 bathrooms.
I think there were 5
bathrooms, which was amazing. And and everybody was just lovely and delightful and like so chill. So we just it was great.
It was like the best combination of people we could have asked for. So we left, we drove up from Colville, Anya's house, and we drove to Calgary, which is like a 7.5-hour drive, and we did that Friday, and then the event was Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we had Sunday to just like chill with our housemates, and which was lovely. I'm so glad we did that, and then we drove back yesterday. And I'm flying to Texas today. My flight is later. I did that specifically so that I wouldn't have to wake up super early, and I knew I would be exhausted, which is the case.
Yeah, we didn't sleep very much.
I've actually like kind of lost my voice, and that's like I'm gonna need the microphone.
Sounding very husky today.
Super sultry.
Yeah.
Hi there.
But we decided we really wanted to take advantage of like the opportunity to hang out with everybody, and we're like, we'll sleep later.
Oh yeah, so. It was like, and I actually didn't post a ton in my stories. I just reshared when people would tag me, because I was like, I really want to be present. I really want to be here, and I didn't take as many photos as I thought I would. I took a fair amount, but I wasn't just like living like behind my screen.
Yeah.
So
I did some. Oh hey. Some vlogging, so I'm going to be releasing that in like the next few days, so you'll get to like walk along and see. It was a lot of fun. We really had a great time.
Anya has a little GoPro, and we were able to
it was so tiny. It's so cute.
And I've never used one before, so that was really fun too.
This was my first time. I had it I'd been given it as a Christmas gift for like doing YouTube stuff, and I was like, this seems complicated. I don't know how to figure this out, so I figured it out like in the car after we left on the way. But it worked. So
we had to pull over at one point, and
yes, we did, and look up a YouTube video on how to. You have to like format the micro SD card before it'll let you use it, and we didn't know how to do that.
It was not like user friendly or really obvious.
It really wasn't. Just a lot of options.
Oh, hi Sam! Thanks for joining. Yeah. This is my friend Sam. She lives in Amarillo.
Oh,
she's not a knitter, but she's a friend of mine.
Hey,
from
girl.
High school. Oh, Clue. You are slobbery.
Clue. No. He just wants to be involved. Everything that's going on. He's like, hey,
ow,
leave it.
Okay. Focus.
Yes.
So the event was put on by Our Maker Life. We're wearing their swag right now.
Yes.
And
stop it. Hey, settle.
And this was their 4th year, and this was our first time attending it. And it was originally put together by Jewel of North Knits.
Yes, Christy.
Oh, Christy.
Hey, we miss you.
So this was both of our first years attending, which was lovely. And
Clue. Oh my gosh.
Hi, baby.
Come on, settle.
And so we got to meet like the whole staff, and actually Anya was a volunteer, and so she got to like really be hanging out.
Yeah.
And get to know Jewel and Nathan, and who else? Kelly from Knit Brooks, and who else?
Molly, White Owl Crochet. And
there were a lot of volunteers.
Yeah, so many people. Oh, Tanya, Tula Creative Collective?
Tula Collective.
Yeah. We had chatted before, but I hadn't really like not very much, and she was in our house, and then also one of the volunteers, and oh my gosh, just the most delightful human. Tanya, we miss you.
Yeah, she was lovely.
And oh, this Kelly and Christy are chatting back and forth. Oh, so it was wonderful. Everybody was wonderful.
It's true. They were. So we had a great time. So it's a 1-day event, and it's
packed.
It was absolutely packed. So they sold tickets. Was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it back in October they sold tickets?
I don't remember, but they sold out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I remember taking my lunch break at work, like scheduling it, feel like I have to be home and run home, and then I was like hitting like refresh. Yeah,
I'm so glad that you did.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was very stressful.
It was. Oh, that's actually one of the things that's one of the questions.
Oh yeah.
So
thank you to everyone who sent questions.
Yeah, my friend Dakota J said, how big is it? How does the event coincide with the book they wrote? And how do you get chosen to attend? And so you have to buy a ticket like way in advance. Yeah. Which was a very stressful.
Yeah, because I think the website was crashing a little bit. It was like from all of the...
Hey, don't chew on that.
From all of the people trying to get a ticket. And then there was... Yeah, it was a lot. But, yeah.
So I don't really know how they like... picked who got a ticket or not.
Oh,
but
I think it was just who hit the button first.
Yeah. So it was. I don't know what they're gonna do next year, but they're definitely gonna have to like either get a bigger venue or do like a 2-day weekend. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a free for all again, where it's like a guy's ticket sold out in 5 minutes type of thing. You know.
Yeah.
So that was
Which
real
is
intense.
Rough because I know there were some people who were really hoping to get a ticket and missed out on it, and that was really sad because
there was a wait list of
300
people.
I think. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy.
So how big is it? It was about 150 people who were in attendance, and we were in. I think it was an art gallery.
Hey, girl!
Oh yay! We were in I think it was just a art studio.
Yeah, some sort of
thing?
like it was like a professional venue.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, and they really chose it well. It was beautiful, and then the gal there who was like the event hoster, she stayed there all day.
Oh,
and she was there the night before helping us set up.
so nice.
I thought she was one of the regular like the OML volunteers with us, because I was like, I don't know who anybody is anyway. So, yeah, so nice. Aw.
And then, how does the event coincide with the book they write? I don't
think it does,
because I don't have the book, and
I brought one home. I'll have to show you.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the book is just kind of this is not official. I can't speak for them, but I don't think the book really coincides, other than like 'cause it's just like a really lovely collection of makers talking about like lifestyle things, their stories, beautiful photos and stuff. And then I think this is basically like just a different event entirely.
That's fun.
But yeah. So we provided us breakfast and lunch. There was a pizza buffet, including dessert pizza, which was great.
Oh, I didn't have dessert pizza.
It was great. It was banana bread with like a creamy center.
Oh, I did see that.
It was very tasty. I had some at the end.
So the speakers this year included
Christy. Talk about me and how wonderful I am. Kidding, kind of.
You really are wonderful.
Christy's the best. Also amazing at winding balls of yarn. Can you reach that yarn right there? I got stuff to make Destiny of Nifty Knitting's her Daylight Fade shawl. And I was like, I want to start this right now. And hey, leave my coffee alone, puppy. And did not have a Swift or a yarn winder. So Christy is a human yarn winder and did this twice for me, like, because it takes 2 colors. Also, look how pretty this is. We went to Stash the next day. We didn't make it for the yarn crawl, but it was that's the wrong side. It's even prettier here. So, yeah. Anyhow, so Christy, you're amazing.
If you can't tell, we have both of our phones going at the same time, so that's why we keep going back and forth between who we're looking at.
Yeah.
So none of us had Swift, so Christy was our personal...
Our human Swift.
Our human Swift, yes. It was great. I actually didn't knit like all weekend because I've been in the north.
You just gotta take a break.
Well, I was in the Northwest for 3 weeks, and all the knitting that I brought, I had finished.
Yeah.
So that was a bummer. I did buy some very beautiful yarn that was dyed in Calgary itself, and
Christy Swift,
sister to Taylor. So I bought this beautiful like purpley maroon.
Oh yeah, it's really beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It was dyed in Calgary, and I'm gonna make a triangle scarf of some kind. I'm not sure which pattern I'm gonna use because I am incredibly picky, and so I'm not entirely sure what pattern I'm gonna use, and I don't want it to have like too much lace work. So if you have a favorite triangle scarf knitted pattern, please send me a message and I'll look them up.
Yes.
So the speakers were Chantal of
wonderful Knititude,
thank you, and then Stephanie from
All About Ami.
Oh my word, they were
just
great.
Wonderful. Been following them for a long time, and seriously wonderful speakers, like very good public speakers, lovely stories that they shared, and I feel like, and then Laura of Jimmy Bean's Wool, like each of them great public speakers, and then they all had were slightly different flavors, but so relatable, each of them in their what they shared in their stories. Clue, leave my knitting alone. And also really funny, especially I feel like Knititude and Laura, I was dying. It was hilarious. Clue.
Hey. No, he's like, you aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
So Stephanie went first, and she totally made me cry. Go on. She totally made me cry. She was so lovely, and I'm very, very glad I got a chance to sit and I guess we're all stand and talk to her. I went and okay, little braggy moment. I'm very proud of myself. I went and made myself meet all these big accounts that I was really intimidating to meet.
Intimidating.
I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put on my big girl pants and go meet them, and I'm so glad I did. And so I went up and introduced myself to Stephanie and her husband Ryan, and they are just the loveliest people.
Really,
oh my word,
really lovely.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, I'm very excited, to hear your speech. And she was like, I'm so nervous. And I was like, you have nothing to be nervous about. Like, we all love you so much. And whatever you say, we're just going to like hang on to every word,
Yeah.
And then, of course, Chantal was just hilarious.
Yeah,
and
so funny. And then had really, really practical like life advice and business advice too, where she talked about like work-life balance and then how you like make time for everything. Spoiler, you don't. Clue. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Do you want to go like past? Will he whine if we?
He will.
Okay.
He will be sad.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he'll calm down.
Okay. So that was one of the questions. Nifty little thing. My friend Kristen, she asked, "What topics do the speakers cover? Is it more encouraging or educational?" And it was a little bit of both. I think it was definitely more. Like more encouraging with like just a little bit of snippets of business advice thrown in there. And I do kind of wish that they had, I wish the whole day was longer, you know, and I wish that they had a little segment with some more business education. But besides that, hey, please don't bite my feet.
Leave it. Hooked on Serendipity, you are so incredibly kind. Thanks, girl.
Oh. My goodness.
That just made my day.
Oh. So it's that's like the only critique I could have is like make the day longer because it went by so fast.
It did go by really fast.
I understand that they probably only had the venue for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And
Clue, stop it. Clue.
Hey.
Stop it. You need to settle down.
He's all riled
up. My little friend. That was one thing before Clue interrupted, I was going to say too, I really appreciated that Chantal was sharing that, like, because they were talking about, like, how do you balance everything? How do you do everything? And just a reminder, like, we all know this, but just that you can't do everything. And that you have to say, like, saying yes to some things means saying no to other things. And so just about, like, really prioritizing and, oh my gosh. You are being a crazy man. Hey, sit. Yeah,
it was lovely.
I feel like it's always a good reminder.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. She was like, I cry a lot, which was
relate to that.
So relatable. Yep. Just let it out. So it was.
Oh yeah, it should be a 2-day thing. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess that was one thing that we were just talking about. So we drove up Friday and then because we made our plans, like started booking flights and making travel plans before we got like maybe the full list of events, or I guess we could have looked at like past years and realized there's a yarn crawl on Friday, and then Thursday nights there was a knit night.
Because Chantal always does that in Calgary. Yeah. There's always a knit night in Calgary, and so I was bummed that we missed that. Like I wasn't super bummed that we missed the yarn crawl because I was like, I don't spend a ton of money on like indie dyed yarn because I don't like to buy yarn unless I have a specific project in mind, which I kind of broke the rule, but I was like, I know I want this specific beautiful maroon yarn for myself. And so I wasn't like super bummed that we missed the yarn crawl.
Other than it would have been a nice like to start meeting people before like the mad rush of the event itself. That's the only thing that I was kind of bummed that we missed about it, but I was really sad that we missed the knit night because that looks like it was going to be really fun. Yeah. So they have the knit night on Thursday night, yarn crawl Friday, and then the event on Saturday. And we drove up Friday, and then we were like, we can't take like all the days off work, and so had Sunday as a buffer day, but definitely after after driving up, like it took like 9 hours to drive up there, and I was so tired on Saturday. Yeah, so I was like late and got up early to like go and volunteer at the event and everything, and so Saturday was a little bit of a struggle energy-wise. So I think he's just going nuts. So I think we definitely would have added another like buffer day. Yeah, maybe two. I wish if I could do it again, I would definitely have driven up Wednesday, so we could be there. That would have been Thursday. Awesome. Yeah. Like if you're doing all that anyway, like you might as well just like just do it. Just fully. So that was fun. Oh my gosh, Cluedo. And let's see. Any other? Yeah. Oh, your friend Angie. Oh, Angie. Hey, boo boo. She asked, what was the funniest thing that happened? I was was trying to think about that. I feel like it was just like Laura and Chantal were both just hilarious, like really funny people, like great comedic timing, and yeah.
My personal funniest moment was actually not at our Maker Life. It was with Anja herself. I felt like I saw a true side of Anja that she always hides. It was on the drive back.
Well, I don't really hide it. It's just like not everybody's around to see it.
Oh, that's true. So we were driving back yesterday. We stopped at very classy McDonald's for some breakfast, and she wanted a biscuit.
There are only a few things that I do at McDonald's. I don't eat there very frequently, but I really love their sausage biscuit and their hash browns, and I was really excited about it. And I walked up to the counter, and the lady's like, "Oh, we don't have biscuits here."
Melissa just joined.
Hey girl. Yeah. I was so sad. I was just like really startled, and it honestly made me kind of cranky.
She kind of just sat there and like...
I think I stood and just stared for a second. I was like...
Yeah, no response. And then, so we got food, and then down the road we stopped.
Not their fault,
we stopped and gassed up somewhere, and then we pulled into Starbucks because I was like, I wanted some coffee. Yeah, she suggested, she was like, I need some coffee. So I knew that I wanted an iced drink. So I asked her, I said, do you want a hot or an iced mocha? And she said hot. And then I go to order her drink, and I was like, can I get a 16-ounce iced mocha? And then
she turned and like stared at me and was like, oh no. And
it was just like sheer panic on her face, and she was like, I just want something to go right today for my food and coffee. And I
do that hot mocha.
Yeah, to me
it was funny.
It was probably my favorite moment of the whole trip. Just like Anja showing her true colors. She was just like
just utter panic when the coffee order's wrong.
It was fantastic. But yeah.
Other than that, we were talking about how nice it was to go with a buddy.
Yes. Since Melissa's
Lisa.
Oh yay. So since Melissa is here, I remember watching one of her live videos, oh gosh, maybe 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, and it was around the time that tickets were about to go on sale. And she always brings her mom with her, which I think is amazing, and I was so happy to see them there together. And so that was one thing she suggested was like bring your mom or bring a friend if you can. And it was so nice to travel with Anja, and like
it was really fun.
Just have that instant security almost, like, oh, I'm here with a buddy.
Yeah.
So if you can, go with a buddy.
It was really nice. Yeah, because then you always know, like, I don't know, Clue, he lost his ball behind the couch. It's really just a whole thing.
Struggle bus.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, like all the social interactions were great, but you kind of have that like fallback where you're like, okay, if everything tanks and like I can't make conversation with anybody, I'll just go and find like my friend, and we'll sit there. We'll stand in the corner talking. Right. Like I'll have someone to talk to.
Because it was a lot of people, and we knew it was going to be a lot of people, really overwhelming. And it's a ton of introverts.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I have more extroverted qualities. I'm somewhere in between. I'm an ambivert, and I was exhausted on Saturday at like I think 3:00.
Kind of started hitting a wall.
I definitely crashed. I was like, just done. I needed a nap so bad, and I was like, I wish that they had cots somewhere where I could just go like.
Tanya and I were talking about that. Like, pull out like your little rug square. It's like you're back in preschool. Yeah, can we just take a little nap?
Can we just have a quick 30 where everyone can just curl up and take a nap?
Yeah. Because that even just like being in a big event space with 150 other people all day, like it's just like really loud. And so towards the end of the day, I was like, like really like overstimulating.
And that's why my voice sounds the way it does. It's just so much
just like talking
yelling
at an elevated level for a while. Yeah. Let's see what else. Also, there was so much swag. Like they're super generous. Like the swag alone is totally worth like the ticket price. It's crazy. So much stuff. Yeah. Then we had to like explain coming back over the border. The guy was like, "So do you like know how much stuff you have? Like
the value?
The monetary value." Or like, really no, actually. Sorry.
And then he said, "Well, have you been out of the country within the last 30 days.
Yeah.
No, okay, well then you have up to $800
yeah.
Worth of stuff that you're bringing in that you can claim duty free. And I was like, well, it's definitely under $800, so we have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But if you go to our Make Our Life Ever, make sure to pack like nothing. Just take as little as possible so that you can take back all your swag.
Yeah. It worked well.
Yeah. I had to go buy vacuum pack bags to take everything back. Because like I said, I've been traveling 3 weeks in the Pacific Northwest and almost a month, and so I needed to bring a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh, I left plenty of space in my suitcase for the swag. No.
Yeah, there was so much.
I had no idea how much they.
Here you go. So incredibly generous. There was like a We Are Knitters kit that was given away, a Stitch and Story kit, and then just a bunch of like different some indie dyers had these gorgeous skeins, and just like all the things.
There was
really
a
nice.
knit crate.
Yes, a knit crate kit, which I'm excited to try. I've never tried knit crate before.
I haven't either.
Yeah, you guys tried knit crate? How do you feel about it?
And I've actually never ordered a We Are Knitters kit, so that was pretty exciting. Yeah,
oh,
I know.
I love their kits.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I don't really order a lot of like expensive yarns, mostly because I knit to sell the finished items, whereas Anya's like, I'm gonna make stuff for me and like do YouTubes about it, which is great. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do markets and sell finished products, so I generally don't do very expensive yarns because then it just like bumps the cost up for the buyer. So I will do like, excuse me, I'll do custom orders if someone wants something made out of wool or merino wool, something like that.
Call me crochet. How much stuff do you have? The answer is always not enough. So true.
Dakota Jane, she says, not connected to Wi-Fi. Will this be available for rewatch later? Definitely hoping to save this and like repost it, and I will also post it on my YouTube channel because I've got a playlist of my Instagram lives.
Just, my goodness, there's a lot of pressure live because I say dumb stuff sometimes, or just like, like the word thing doesn't work.
Words are hard.
Yeah, they are hard.
Words are hard.
But that swag-wise, that was the nice thing for me is like I only drove. Like I didn't have to fly as well, so it was just like nice to be able to just stuff the car full of stuff. Also, we were thinking like, oh, we're driving, it'll be so much cheaper, and it really was. Oh my gosh, splitting gas in a fuel-efficient car was fantastic, and but we were like, oh, it'll take a lot longer. It's so nice to be able to just go to the airport, like fly, and boom, you're there. But oh my gosh, almost every single one of our housemates on the way back yesterday
who had to fly
had terrible, like poor, like Ashley from Folk and Fiber still isn't home yet. Like her flights kept getting delayed,
and she left the house at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, and then ended up staying like being completely rerouted, canceled on, and then she's staying in like a hotel. Ooh. Okay, thank you. Ooh, cozy knots, hey girl.
So yeah, everyone that was flying yesterday from like either to the Midwest or to like the East Coast.
Yeah, like all the delays, all the canceled flights.
There were no phalanges on the plane.
Just none. Friends reference. Yeah. We had Friends playing just like endlessly in the house. It was really, really nice. Just like this really comforting background.
It made me very happy. I was like, I found my people.
Yes. Yeah, so it was great. You can like engage socially, and then if you needed just to like zone out for a couple seconds, you're like, I'll just knit and just watch, hang out with my other friends. That's great.
My other friends who are not here, but are just on the TV. It was very lovely. I was like, drink wine, knit, and watch Friends. These are my people.
It was great. Yeah. Also had some really delicious food. Oh,
Calgary was cool.
It was very cool. Beautiful, beautiful downtown area. And then for the volunteer dinner that I went to the first night, we went to this place called, I don't know if any of you are like in Calgary or familiar with Calgary, Original Joe's. Got these fish tacos there, and oh my word, they were amazing. Like seriously, so good.
Oh, is that where you went for dinner the first night? Okay,
yeah, it was just like 2 doors down from the event.
We didn't go to Original Joe's.
Oh yeah, you don't remember that? Oh my gosh.
Did you knock me out and take me out for dinner?
Weird. Oh! That's my husband. He's stopping home for coffee break.
Right, guys!
And clearly super excited. We're live, babe. Don't say anything crazy.
Where did we go for brunch?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what it was called. But it was this amazing place in like kind of downtown-ish Calgary, and it was like the perfect girl brunch that you always talk about doing. Like we all got this amazing food, and they had $1.50 mimosas,
and that was Canadian,
yeah,
which
like,
is
oh my goodness,
probably less than $1
probably
US.
Probably. I don't remember I didn't see what the exchange rate is currently, but yeah, it was lovely.
They said they had like a little asterisk, and they're like, yes, you read that right.
Yeah.
So they had a bunch of different flavors, and she walked up to the table, and at that point there were 7 of us.
I think so.
So like half the house, or almost half the house had left at that point. So the 7 of us went out for brunch on Sunday, and she walks up and she was like, are you girls gonna get mimosas? And I was like, how'd you know?
Yes, please. I would love one.
Could you tell?
Yeah. So yeah, we just like girled out so hard, and it was just really, really fun. Also, they had I got these chicken and waffle nachos. So it's like little squares of waffles with like all this like amazing
so good
stuff ever. Yeah,
so,
it was delicious.
So good.
Yeah.
Calgary was fun.
Really
So
beautiful.
the way that they picked the location, at least this last year, I don't know if they've always done this.
I don't know what they've done the other years.
They had polls open to the public, and so everyone, Calgary got the majority vote, so that's where we went. And honestly, any of them would have been fine. Like any of them would have been a win. There was on the docket. There was like Seattle, Portland, Denver, Houston, Calgary. I think there was one more.
Was it on the east?
I think it was another Canadian location.
Hooked on Serendipity, yes. San Diego, that would be really nice. Something on the West Coast would be super fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, Houston, I'm going to be in Texas, so it's close to me.
Yeah.
Denver, I have friends in Denver, so that would be fun. I really wanted to go see Nifty Little Things, Mom's alpacas.
Ooh, that would have been amazing.
Her mom has an alpaca like farm, so I was like, I want to go see those silly alpacas.
That'd be awesome.
And Morgan was telling me that,
hey girl, Lil Red Nips.
Yeah, Houston would have been fun because it would have been only a 5-hour drive for me, and then of course Portland, Seattle. Like I'm familiar with both of those cities, so I would have had like friends to stay with.
Yeah.
But definitely like get a house if you can with a bunch of people. Yes. It made it so much more fun.
It was so nice. And then you still, I feel like if I'd been like, had like a hotel room by myself and then had to go and like engage with everybody and like interact, and then was like, do I see if I like invite people like to meet up for dinner or like go back to the hotel? Like I feel like it just would have been a whole deal. And here there was just like friend group built in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And we hung out pretty much the whole time. There was a couple times where we like dispersed and went and hung out with other people, but we were kind of like not the party house, but it was like the central house, you know.
Yes.
Morgan from More Thunder came and joined us.
Yes.
And
by party house we mean we were all very respectful of the quiet hours at 10 o'clock and calmly knitted and chatted.
It was great. Yeah, we respected the quiet hours.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, a bunch. We had some friends like just pop in and say hi, which was great.
Yeah, it was so nice. Oh, Mandy's Makings. I just lived vicariously through everyone's OML stories. Aww. Wasn't that so nice? Yeah, it was so fun. And then, like, sometimes, you know, if you miss, like, getting a photo on my phone of, like, with someone, you could get it, like, from someone else. So it was really handy.
Yeah, definitely relying on people just sending me their photos, because I didn't get a ton, honestly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because I was like, I just want to, like, be present and look at your face and talk to you.
Right.
On mine, Wave at Us says, West Coast would be expensive, though. Yeah, it's true. It is a little bit more pricey, but...
Is it? Like Portland? And
I mean, probably like housing, I think is what she's talking about. Like rentals. And there's a I don't know, there's just makers everywhere. There's like a really big Midwest maker group, and then there's like an East Coast maker group, and then there's a West Coast maker group. So it's like someone's going to win either way. And then she says, we do have plenty of yarn shops around DFW, so Dallas could also be a good option.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would do that.
I've not been to Houston yet, or Austin.
I keep hearing wonderful things about Austin. I really want to go there sometime.
Austin's basically like Portland,
Portland
Texas.
South.
Yeah, Portland South. I mean, they both have the same town slogan. Keep Austin weird.
Keep Austin weird.
Keep Portland weird.
Whoa, where did they come up with that?
I know. I'm like, who stole it from who?
Yeah.
And then San Antonio, I keep hearing, is like also super cool. So I have all these big cities in Texas that I still need to go visit and travel around. And But yeah, I know that there's a few great yarn shops in the DFW area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm not sure about all those other major cities that I just listed, though.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I have no idea, so.
I see Space Unicorn. It was the best to see everyone's story since I couldn't go this year. Right. Oh, I'm so sorry you couldn't come. Call me Crochet. I'm going to make it my mission to go next year and meet all of you wonderfully talented people. Please come. It was so much fun. So much fun. Little Red Knits. Love San Antonio and the Riverwalk.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I keep hearing awesome things about the Riverwalk.
Let's all go and you can show us around, girl.
I keep telling people, I'm like, I live like 2 hours away from Waco, which is where Magnolia is. So, like, let's go.
Right.
That's how I'm bribing people to come see me in Texas.
Can you promise a personal introduction to Joanna Gaines?
Oh,
though?
I will do my best to force friend her. And yeah.
And it will be great.
Yes, it's going to be amazing.
She will love it.
She will love it.
Let's see, what else? Ooh, we found a really cute little coffee shop too, like a coffee roaster. When on Sunday we just really did the tourist thing. Oh, Gianna, my friend road trip from Michigan just to go to Magnolia.
Oh my word, that's a road trip.
That is a road trip. I feel like I really start going a little crazy in the car after like 8 hours plus. Hey.
We had so the rental car, I picked it up and it's a Kia, and I was like, not crazy about Kias. It is not a comfortable car.
Hey, boo. Yeah, it's not a comfortable car. It got great gas mileage, but like I don't know who it was designed for, but not us.
It's like a torture position. It's like a stress position.
Yeah, like you literally, the headrest just pushed your head down. So not only did you have a really uncute double chin, but like you're then like just like this for like 9 hours of driving, which is
for me that's like instant migraine sitting position.
Oh, Amber.
So that wasn't fun. So thankfully I stopped here and I was like, Anya, can we please take some pillows in the car?
Yeah, so we just like packed out pillows.
No, that made it better.
It was really helpful.
Otherwise it would have been a very, very uncomfortable long road trip. But it was so pretty.
Oh, really beautiful.
Oh, we were thinking we would go to Banff because we were an hour from Banff?
An hour and a half.
But we were so...
Jenny, yes.
We were so...
Kias don't work for tall girls. No. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, horrible. So we were originally thinking like, okay, we're there. We should do the tourist thing. We should go see Banff.
Jenny!
Oh, yay.
Hey, girl.
And then like Saturday night, I was like, no, I'm
too
so tired.
Too tired.
And we would have had to have gotten up early to like make it worth it.
You can flip the headrest the other way.
What?
Like how? Like turn it around?
I tried pulling it
because we couldn't
out.
Get it to adjust.
I could not get the headrest. I could only move it up or down. I couldn't like actually get it to come out of the seat. I would have just taken it out and that would have been better.
We should have crowdsourced this sooner.
Well.
Oh well. But we totally survived.
Fine.
And the way back, I think on the drive up, like I was a little anxious. And so I was like, I think a little more like stressed and intense. And then so I really got a bad headache once we got up there. But on the way back, it was not nearly as bad.
Yeah.
I was fine.
So we decided against Banff because we would have had to have gotten up super early. And I was like, oh, it's a Sunday and it's nice. It was a really beautiful day. I was like, it's going to be packed. My friend Joe was just there and he was like, the lines were so long. He's like, I didn't see any wildlife either. So I am kind of sad that I wasn't able to go get photos or anything because it was...
Yeah, real. I mean,
it's gorgeous.
The backdrop does not get better than that.
Yeah. But... I'll just live vicariously through other maker stories who were able to go. I'm going to put this over here now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also they got some of the makers who got stuck behind 2 different car wrecks on the way back.
Because it's just a 2-lane highway,
really?
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm assuming.
I've been up there once, but it's been like 10 years.
Okay.
It was amazing, though. I hope to go back up again sometime.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
So if you do have a chance to go to a beautiful spot like that for an event like this, you can definitely extend your trip a little bit so that you can rest and go.
Yes.
I am kind of bummed that I didn't
I know we didn't get to do everything, but
it would have been too much.
Yeah.
Like way too much travel.
Yeah.
And
I know, because we just on Sunday just kind of wandered around and did the tourist thing. We went to Stash, which was on the yarn crawl. Oh my goodness, so beautiful.
It was wonderful.
Ran into a couple makers there again. Lauren, hey, it was so fun to see you.
Lauren Michelle, that was a lovely little surprise.
Yeah, and
right? Is that how you say her name?
I don't know if it's Michelle or Michelle. Lauren.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, Lauren, it was lovely to see.
Delight.
She is. She's just so sweet.
Yeah, and then, let's see, then we did the brunch thing, and then walked down, looked at some cute little shops. Popped in one of the shops, we saw some maker stuff, and so we, like, sent her pictures.
That was really fun.
That was really fun.
She was a local little knitter,
Yeah.
and so I looked up her handle, and I was like, oh, she's following me. And then we're like, she's already following me. And then everyone else looked her up.
Yeah. We're like, she will love it if we send her pictures of us with her stuff.
We're like, oh, she's following all of us.
So yeah, she was a great sport. And then,
Such a small world.
Right.
The
And then we
maker
went down
community.
and found this lovely coffee roaster called like Rosso or
I
something
think it
like
was
that.
Rosso.
Really delicious. Also super cute coffee shop. And then went and hung out like in front of it in the sunshine and visited. And those of us who had projects already knitted. That wasn't me.
I walked up and I was like, can I get a 12-ounce iced vanilla latte? And he's like, sorry, we don't have vanilla. I was like, that's okay. I'll just get a 12-ounce iced latte. He's like, we also don't have 12-ounce iced cups. I was like, that's fine. Just put less milk in my drink.
Yeah.
That's all I want. And I could have chugged that thing so fast. It was like my happy spot.
It was delicious. Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. Really good. Trying to think what else. Oh, and then like we went down and there is a lovely walk along the river. We saw some like rafters. Rafting. A lot of scooters.
Yeah, we were like, why didn't we rent scooters while we were
Yeah.
here? That would have been
Some
fantastic.
people, like I got busy like chatting and then like stepped back and didn't hear like a couple riding together on a scooter was coming right up behind me and it wasn't like it wasn't like a real near miss, but enough to make me nervous. Oh my gosh, hey, we missed you. And yeah, it was beautiful, really gorgeous. Great. And
couldn't have asked for a better weekend, honestly.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I wish we had gone up a little bit sooner. That's like really the only thing that could have been different on our end, but
yeah.
Get it?
Bye.
It was great. So
it was really
go with a buddy. Don't pack as much stuff.
Yes. Unless you're driving and you just like stuff every corner of your car like I did.
I did have the rental car and I was like, oh, this is going to be nice because then I can just drive around the city. No, I didn't use it.
Yeah. Also, we weren't able to park it at the Airbnb because there were too many people. So we had to, park it like 10-minute drive away.
It was a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
At the secondary Airbnb of the same host. And that was fine. But I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. It'll save us money with Uber. But I was like, what am I thinking? I hate city driving. I don't know this city.
Yeah, that's always stressful.
It's one thing to just like drop people off, but it's awful to have
Stella.
to park. Oh my gosh.
Aww.
Hello, Stella joined.
Well, this just became very fancy and official.
Oh
No pressure.
So
we saw some of your yarn. I took a video of it and it'll be in the vlog.
At Stash, right?
At Stash, yeah. I got really excited. I was
She did.
This is our friend.
We know her. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was great.
So, we did learn a couple things like pronunciation. So in America we call them beanies, but in Canada
Or just hats.
or just hats. Yeah, but in
Stash was amazing.
But in Canada, I will see Canadian makers write out the word toque, but I always pronounced it toque because that's how it phonetically looked. And I said toque, and like all the Canadian makers in the house started laughing at me. I was like, oh, did I say something funny? And they're like, it's toque. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but your brain sometimes has to just like switch things. Yeah, it was very entertaining, and then we had.
Yeah.
I feel like I instantly picked up.
Oh my gosh!
Accents.
Yeah, so we're really bad, like mimic, or I don't know, but we're like really suggestible, I guess, to accents and stuff. And so by the end of the visit, I was like, we're both definitely doing like a weird Canadian accent, but it's not like completely accurate because
because Christy was also from Minnesota first.
Yeah.
So she's got
Minnesota to Victoria.
So she's got like a Minnesota Canadian accent.
Yeah. So it was like weird and bad by the end. We're just like, oh
my goodness.
Like, yeah.
Oh, for cute.
Yeah.
Christy taught us that phrase.
Yeah. It was adorable.
Oh, for cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from Peru. Thank you for joining.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. What's the weather like down in Peru? So curious. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I feel like we're just telling random stories at this point,
I know.
which is fine, but
yeah, sorry if this isn't very interesting.
our Maker Life was wonderful.
Yeah.
I was very anxious about going.
Yeah.
For several reasons.
Just like an unknown situation, like with a lot of people that you haven't actually met before, and it totally blew all of my expectations out of the water. Though it was
fantastic,
really delightful.
I was like, this year I'm not working, so we just moved from Oregon to Texas, and I still don't have a job, which is fine. And I made that decision.
They're remodeling their house.
Yeah.
Like
we've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
But I knew going into it, I was like, okay, I've got this trip this summer. I didn't want to like have to get a new job and then be like, hey, can I have a month off of work? And then so this was like the one summer I knew I could go, because before this I was working at the coffee shop, and things are busier in the summer, so I wasn't really able to take time off. So this summer I was like, I am going. I don't care where it is.
Yeah.
And I was so glad that I got a ticket.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I want to go every year now.
I know.
I doubt it's going to happen, but I'm going to try.
But maybe it should.
But a girl can dream.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just wonderful. Like I definitely want to go every year now. It was so great. I feel like we should just like plan our summers around that.
Yeah, be like, I'm just gonna need a month off.
Yeah.
I mean, I had other stuff beforehand. I won't need a month off.
One of our housemates, though, Mo, so smart. So she just like took all of her vacation around the same time. So she was just like traveling up to Banff yesterday after we took off, and so she was just like all chill and not stressed. And then is just like going and staying with different friends at different places.
That's
lovely. Like, that was an amazing plan. Like, good job.
Yep.
Oh, Vesuvius Craft. I don't know if you're still here. Also, is your first name Vincent? I feel like it's Vincent, but I feel dumb because I always just know people by their Instagram handles. I'm like, oh, what is your actual name? JK, friend. But Vesuvius Crafts, we saw one of the bags that was one of the raffle giveaway gifts, and oh my gosh, so I got to like see it up close and touch it. It was just amazing. Really nice job. Okay, crochet. All these beautiful people. Hey, friends. That's awesome.
Lovely, lovely people.
Yeah. Jake, are you home now, or are you still up visiting? Yes. Hello. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm running out of interesting stuff to say.
I've used all my words.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was amazing. We got home last night and we're like, how are we still even talking? Like, we've been talking straight like since you got here on Thursday night probably, and then like the 9-hour drive, house full of girls, the whole event. You're in Canada and in the airport, headed to Chicago before I head back to Rhode Island. Oh, dang, that's a long day. Wishing you all like no canceled flights and just yeah.
Yep.
All of the good things.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I am glad. I was like, I'm so glad to be done traveling, and then realized you have to take off in just a minute here.
I'm just happy I don't have to do it. I just have a short drive ahead of me, and then I'm like, I'm just going to pass out on the plane.
Yeah. That is the nice thing about flying. Yeah. You can just fall asleep.
Let them do all the work.
Oh, I know. We were thinking... Don't be crying in the airport. Oh, I know. Did you guys see Nititude's her Insta stories? Like, she was actually crying. Oh. I almost started crying too. she's like, oh, it's like when Christmas is over, except almost worse because it's all of your friends.
Yeah, it really was. Ashley said that last year she cried for like a week because she was having like OML withdrawals. And yep, I'm expecting that.
That's rough. So we had like the phone taped up in the window, and a jogger just like went past, and so we were just like sitting creepily at the window, like watching everybody go by. That's not weird.
Not weird at all. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but so Laurel got a rental car, and we're like, this will be great. Like, we'll share the driving. But since I wasn't there to pick up the rental car with her because I'm like a couple hours away from the airport, they were like, no, like, we can't.
I couldn't add her as a second driver. I was like, I have her license info. Can I please just like give that to you and add her? They're like, no.
Yep.
Like, fine. I'll do all the driving.
Yeah. So she did, and she did great.
It went by pretty quick.
Oh, Tanya.
Oh.
Hey, Tanya. We love and miss you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So very, very short drive ahead of me, and then short. It'll feel short after 10 hours in the car yesterday, whatever it was.
Yeah. We got pretty good and efficient though. We would like just stop and like anytime we needed food or coffee, we just like
Yep.
Really efficient. That's the efficient sound effect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Are we good?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we can sign off.
Run out of interesting things to say.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks to everyone who joined in. I will post this to like rewatch and then also upload it in my YouTube channel.
Oh,
very fancy.
Tanya's at work. I can't join. Tanya, I'm so sorry that you're at work because that's a bummer.
Oh yeah, she had to go to work. Like she had to go to work. I can't imagine having to go to work like
she flew home Sunday night
afterwards.
And then yeah,
gross.
It was rough. Oh,
well, we love you all. It was so great to have you join. And
except when you took an old man seat at the restaurant. Oh yeah. We live.
Oh yes. One last story. We did forget about this. You can tell it.
Yeah. So we stopped in at Arby's real fast. We're like, go in, get our sandwich, and then leave. Mm-hmm. And then we ate efficiently, and then we were just leaving, like standing up to leave. And this older guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, I just wanted to tell you, like they normally reserve this bench for me." And we're like, "Oh, ha ha! Like that's so funny." He was not joking. Very serious.
He was very upset. He was like, I'm glad you guys are leaving.
Yeah. Like, it's all right, but I'm glad you're leaving now. Like, I really give them a lot of crap if they don't, like, save this for me. And we're like, okay. Well,
that's nice.
Yeah. So, poor guy, it might have been, oh, hey, sister.
Thank
you.
That just must have been, like, his thing.
Yeah, that was his thing. Yeah.
But besides that,
yeah, right.
Canadians are really nice.
Yes, yeah. Really, really lovely. The best people. Okay, cool.
I think that's it.
I feel like I'm out of interesting stories.
We'll say goodbye again.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who tuned in.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And I'll see you from Texas.
Yeah. Bye.